Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to another session of cross-factor commentaries. And this time we're doing Metroid Zero Mission.
One of my favorite Metroid games, but not above Super Metroid or Metroid Prime. Or Prime 3.
Wait, did we even put up Super Metroid yet?
Shh.
Oh, okay, just checking. Anyway,
That's a secret, Jerome. That's a secret, Jerome.
that's why I said. That's why I talked in my indoor voice.
Keep doing it.
Got it.
Guys, you're quiet.
Oh yeah.
We're watching a video game. Oh, wait a minute, we're commentating.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. Tyron's not here. He's got college. Plus, he doesn't like video games. Wink, wink.
Rough times. Moving on. So, anyway, Zero Mission is basically a remake of the original Metroid, except with a little more taste in Fusion and Super Metroid when they make sweet, sweet love with each other.
Well, I wouldn't even really call it so much a remake. I'd call it a reimagining because for the most part, it's nothing like the original Metroid, actually.
That is very true. Maybe, well, this section is definitely.
Well, this section is basically the same, but
Yeah, it's the same, and I think there's also the same one in Super Metroid, so nothing's really changed actually, in terms of this area anyway.
I can't. The last time I think I played this game was probably 2 years ago, and I believe that time I only got around 80% completion on my first playthrough. So
Okay, well, I might as well say this right now. I attempted to do 100%, but apparently I forgot 2 more pieces without realizing.
oh wait, you
so-
forgot? Wait, so you were only 2 items away from 100%?
Yes.
God damn.
I fucked up. I was keeping track of everything, but apparently there's a couple that I completely forgot to look for. I think it was
Well, that sucks ass.
yeah, I think it was a super missile and an energy tank. I felt bad when I saw the end result, because god damn it.
That would piss me off for sure.
Yeah, well, because the thing is, first of all, I did a practice run, so that's what greatly shocked me. And second of all, I did some sequence breaking.
Oh, did you
A
now?
little, yeah, just a little bit though. Not too much that not so much to the point that it completely breaks the game. But
I actually remember her hearing that there were ways to get the super missiles. I believe it's either the super missiles or some other item. You're able to get them early, which I have never done.
actually, you can. Well, the 2 things I only sequence break at least 2 other things. I'm pretty sure maybe a few of the other some of the extra stuff like energy tanks and missiles. I might have gotten those a bit earlier than expected, but those ones I'm not so sure about, because those are just regular things to see along the way. So
I see.
if you already know how to get to them, then you'd probably just do it for the sake of saving time. But anyway, though I only sequence break twice. The only things I get is the Varia suit and the super missile early.
Okay. It'll be interesting to see that because I've never done any sequence breaks in this game, so I'd have to see.
Well, it takes a lot of practice. I'll warn everybody that, because some of them will, if you fuck up too much, you will die.
So, Joey, have you actually had any experience with any Metroid games or this game in particular at all?
I've played a little bit of them. I've never actually beat them, but because I got distracted playing other games and such.
Ah,
Well, the first Metro game I ever played was Metroid 2.
first one I ever played was Super Metroid.
Then after that, I played Super Metroid, and then Fusion, and then Metroid Zero Mission.
I basically went Super Metroid, Metroid Zero Mission. I played a little bit of Fusion, but I never finished it. And then I went straight to Prime 3, and then I went to Prime 1, and I've not played 2.
I think I got to Prime. I think maybe a year after I got my GameCube, because a friend of mine actually had the game, and I decided to borrow and say, you know what, I'm not much in first person, but why not play it and see what I get.
And then you ended up liking it.
Yes, I loved Metroid Prime. I can't wait when we get to it.
I forgot who's doing that again, me or you?
Well, you can do it. I'll do Prime 3, because you insisted on doing it. So
Does that mean I have to do Prime 2?
I still insist we do half.
What, you do half the game and I do the other half?
Yes.
I still don't see how that's gonna work.
I'll figure it out.
Whatever you
I'll
say,
find
man.
a way.
I just don't see how that's gonna work, but well, I guess we'll find a way.
Anyway, mini boss time. The thing is about this boss, if you don't beat it in time, it runs away.
Yeah, which during my first playthrough I actually did manage to screw up. The thing is, I was like one missile away from killing it, but I accidentally was too far to the left and missed it, so it just bounced off one of its like tendrils, and I didn't manage to kill it.
Yeah, I failed the first time too, but it shows up later on.
Yeah, it does
So
come. It does come back.
Because what it gives you the charge beam. Yeah, it gives you the charge beam, which which was not in the original. It was not in the Metroid actually. That's the thing though. I never played. I think I only got to play play Metroid a few times, but I didn't bother continuing because to me it was even worse. Worse, easier getting lost in that one than Super Metroid. At least Super Metroid gives you a map. That one you're kind of relying on your memory.
Yeah. That's partially the reason why I kind of like it though.
Well, I don't know. I'm kind of the type of person that likes a game that, it tells you it tells you where you need to go, but how you get there is up to you. I like it that way.
All right.
At least give me a hint of where I'm supposed to be going.
That's fair enough.
Because it really sucks where you have to spend time, because there'd be times where especially if you don't know the area well, you end up running in circles like a million times. Then you realize, oh wait, why didn't I go left instead of right?
Admittedly, that has happened to me a few times. But even when I replay Super Metroid today, if something doesn't immediately click to me, like the area doesn't look familiar, I'm like, where am I supposed to go? But then again, that really only happens to me in Meridia, but that's because I hate Meridia, so...
Well, nobody likes Meridia.
No, trust me, somebody out there likes Meridia. Somebody out there likes Meridia.
There's two reasons why I don't like it. One, it reminds me of desert stages, desert levels, and I find them completely uninteresting. And second, fuck Meridia.
Essentially, yes. Those are really the only reasons you need to hate Meridia. And if you disagree, well, I'm sorry.
So yeah, the charge beam did not debut until like what, Super Metroid, I think. Because I don't think it was in Metroid 2.
Yeah, it was not. At least I don't believe it was. Don't quote me on that, but I don't believe it was.
Because honestly, the things I like about Metroid, another thing I like about Metroid is like the mobility you have, with being able, jumping and like the different like tactics of like defeating enemies and stuff. Like there's so many ways of like getting through the game, and that's what I love about Metroid. Like the amount of like havoc you can wreak with little to no consequences. Like you can take a shit ton of damage. It really doesn't matter much.
Well, I mean, towards the end of the game, for pretty much every Metroid game, Samus is a complete monster.
Yeah, like. Yeah, and you know what? That's another thing about this game. It kind of shows you that when she gets the like upgrade, because like, well, I won't. Well, spoilers is pretty much long gone, but when you get to the point where you have to do the stealth mission, and like at that point you're basically stripped of all your power, and you're worthless. Like enough shots from enemies will like kill you like almost instantly. So, and then after that, you get the upgrade, and then you're just wrecking shit up.
And then you wreck fools.
Everything dies in one hit. All because of that plasma beam.
Hey, the plasma beam's powerful shit.
And then it was relegated to flamethrower in the 3D Metroid.
Which I never understood that. I like a plasma beam because it's a beam, not a flamethrower. So where are we heading off to now, Jerome?
We are getting the morph ball bombs. Morph ball bombs, yes.
Were you trying to make that into a song or something?
I don't know.
Have you replaced... And for the rest of this commentary, we will now replace Jerome with a live robot.
Not that I'll be able to hear it.
You don't know that.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. The thing is though, using the bombs can be a little bit shaky sometimes because like if you're not precise with it, you can like fuck up badly.
Yes, you can. I know that from the hours not hours, but the time I spent morph ball jumping.
Oh yeah, that takes a shit ton of practice, and that's actually how I sequence break for the various suit.
The only thing I remember really sequence breaking, like something like nothing major, of course, but the only thing I remember sequence breaking was like towards the beginning of the game. There's actually an energy tank hidden in the top. Hitting into the ceiling. That was one of the only things I really managed to sequence break properly.
Yeah, I did that one too. Yeah, that's what I did for sequence breaking actually. All right, so I would tell everybody, you know, you can use this as a guide for a 100% run and a few sequence breaks, but because I did, because I forgot two upgrades, well, never mind.
You could use it for a 98% run.
90%. And this is when I sequence break for the very suit. Again, a lot of practice.
How long did you actually take?
A lot. The sad thing is, I got it on my first try during the practice run.
And then we take a guess, it took you upwards of like 10 tries.
Actually, this run, okay, the first section isn't all that hard. All right, it's the next section that takes a lot of practice.
Well, at least now I know how to do it.
This is also another sequence break. You're activating this chosen statue way earlier than you're supposed to. Because you'll find out later on that they'll give you 2 markers in the Norfair map.
Well, at the very least, I know how to do the sequence break now.
Yes, this is how you do it. It's not how the pros do it, but this is how you do it.
Yeah, if you were a pro, you'd be done the game by now.
True. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there is another sequence break in a later section, but that one and it also involves more bomb jumping, but unfortunately that takes a lot more precision, and I'm not doing that.
Alright, Joe, don't give me that excuse.
Alright, so this time you gotta crawl up here, line yourself up correctly, bomb jump up here.
Oh yeah, this bullshit area. I remember this.
This one is a lot easier when you have the high jump. You're actually supposed to have the high jump and the power grip by now, but for this one, yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you edited there.
Oh man, you know, if I wasn't for sequence breaking, I probably would have had a faster record on the completion time too.
Do you remember what your completion time was by any chance?
Normally I would have this done maybe like an hour, but I think for the sequence break I ended up taking like twice as much.
So 2 hours.
3, I think.
Never mind, I'm way off.
Well, actually, no, it's not just sequence break, but there's some upgrades near the end. Those ones are fucking bullshit.
You know, it took me forever to realize that you were supposed to use these bugs to eat these things. I thought there was some weapon that I didn't have that you were supposed to use to blast through them.
Yeah, it took me a second for that one too, because if you're not patient enough, then you won't notice them actually
doing anything.
Yeah. See, now this is the section where it is don't fuck up too much, otherwise.
Otherwise, you got to go all the way back.
Yes.
Yeah, the sequence breaks in this game are a hell of a lot more strict than the ones in Super Metroid.
Because this time they actually designed to make sure that you don't get these things.
Even though people will still find a way to do it anyway.
Alright, so do just that,
and hope to God that you still have some missiles left over.
Well, you don't need any missiles for anything up to this point, so you shouldn't lose any. Plus, there's like one section where you can grind for them. But with that, I get the various suits early.
And not a damn thing changed. No, I'm kidding.
Actually, it does make this later section kind of sad.
Well, we'll have to find out in the next part because the recording's almost done.
Because you really need the various suit. Because you do need the various suit for like for some important sections to progress through plot. But getting it early just saves you some time.
I see.
Anyway, bomb down. You know, it took me a while to figure out how to get to this one. Because I thought you had to bomb closer to where the energy tank is, but turns out it's like right between those 2 gray rocks.
Yeah.
But I also hate the fact you don't get the gravity suit for a very, very long time.
Well, by the time you get it, you're basically done the game, so...
I really hate that. Watching Samus like that, watching Samus underwater or acid like that, it's painful to see. Ow.
Well,
Anyway.
well, we had a giant lull period, so you know what that means.
Don't worry, we shall continue to the next part.
Later.
Soon. Yeah.